As an Ocho special, those same 4 teams return to face all new challengers in a knockout winner-take-all battle. We are coming at you live from Akron, Ohio, the hometown of Steph Curry and LeBron James. We are all proud to be a part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Week festivities. I'm 3-time NFL Pro Bowler, all-decade return specialist Josh Cribbs, and all my life I've been hunted down by opponents. But believe me, you have never seen agility like this. It's the 2021 WCT USA Championships.
I am Rashad Jennings, known to be nimble on his feet as a retired running back with the New York Giants and season 24, Dancing with the Stars champ. However, tonight, I will be bringing to you exceptional agility displayed by America's top parkour athletes. You will see speed, you will see strength, and you will see smarts, because this is World Chase Tag, both extreme and relentless. Just like our announcers today. Mike, let them know what they can be looking forward to seeing.
Well, first, it is the premier World Chase Tag event on ESPN. Mike Cousins, Fernando Arcia, World Chase Tag athlete himself. We're going to start tonight's action in the quarterfinals. 8 of the best teams in the United States. Fernando, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Mike, I'm looking forward to these Apex athletes. More specifically, Apex Doge, the secondary team from Colorado. These guys have extensive time on the course, being in the quad, Rob Shields' backyard, and they have some insane tricks up their sleeves. I'm really looking forward to them.
And at the top, Apex ETH, the defending champions, also out of Colorado. Now, we've all played tag before, Fernando, but if you want to know more about this nascent sport, here's the ins and outs of WCT.
Chase tag is a duel between one chaser and one evader, played out on an arena of steel and wood known as a quad. All matches are the best of 16 chasers, and each chase is a 20-second duel. Whoever wins the chase stays on as the next evader. That's the most crucial position to hold, because only the evader can add to a team's score. If the evader can survive for 20 seconds without getting tagged, then they earn a point for their team and stay on the quad, with only 30 seconds to catch their breath before having to face another chaser who has the advantage of being fresh.
Ready to go, it's Tempest and Apex ETH, the defending World Chase Tag USA champions, as Olaf Wood waits as the evader. Jeff Garrido, he's on the starters plate for Tempest, Fernando.
Really excited these Tempest athletes come at it after last summer, they got out in the first round. Here, they are making it out to the semifinals. Let's see if they can keep things going.
The atmosphere here inside Goodyear Hall is absolutely electric. Along the quad, that's the playing surface. 7 obstacles. You hear us call them out as the chase cycles get underway. Garrido, with ferocity in his eyes, leaps into the quad as they work toward the tilted cube. A vault under the mountain for Wood, and he takes it under the ridge. He waits it out there, just 20 seconds, already halfway through this chase to the back of the mountain, now at the loading bay. He creates some more space behind the ridge. Along to the front line, it's gotta be a chase here. All the way to the back of the tilted cube. Evasion for Olaf Wood, and a point for Apex ETH.
Wow, Olaf doing a really great job keeping his eyes on the opponent the entire time. Making sure he's going all the way through, even while he's striding on the sisters, looking back at his opponent, making sure he's far away. Here we have our lineup for Apex Ethereum. Some key players to look forward to is Rob Shield. He had the most tags from last season of USA World Chase Tag. Also Michael Sliger and Jason Wu, some speedy athletes.
Apex ETH, short for Ethereum, the cryptocurrency. If it sounds unfamiliar, now you know. Olaf Wood, after his evasion, gets tracked down on the edge by Joe Unruh. A short one there, just under 8 seconds. That's one of the challenges, Fernando, is as the evader, if you score an evasion, you've got to stay on, but you're a little bit winded.
A little bit winded. Luckily, you have 25 seconds to catch your breath after you get your tag. So you got to make sure you get all reclaimed and collected before those time and runs out.
Tempest evading 1-0.
The speedy and sensational Seth Wang is on the starters plate for Apex ETH, as he goes after Joe Unruh, starting at the sisters, waiting to see where Wang will go. Not only can he go over obstacles, but he's exceptionally talented at going under and through them as well, almost to the midway point of this chase, and he steps through the lazy boy and makes the tag. His speed is almost unrivaled on the quad.
Seth Wang is lightning on the quad, sliding through all the obstacles like a penguin on some grease. He is able to make that tag in under 12 seconds.
His wardrobe choice is a little bit different. You'll see a lot of players wear pants. It helps for sliding, but he wears the belt too, like he's going out for a night on the town.
Stars and studded for Seth Wang.
Now it's Brett Vance vaulting his way through the tilted cube as Wang burrows his way underneath the mountain. Dances up along the wall. Apex teams like to wait under the ridge, buy themselves some time. Wang back under the mountain, now a pause at the tilted cube. Vance right through the tilted cube, just 2 seconds left, and Wang gets away. Evasion for Seth Wang. Nobody can catch him right now.
Wang doing a really good job of keeping the tactics on there, keeping that flash point. Here we have the Tempest lineup. Some key athletes to look forward to is Tavon McVeigh, who's got the most experience out of any athletes here in former World Chase Tag. We also have Nicodemus Zakari, the team captain, who's taken over from Jeff Garrido.
Tavon McVeigh ready to leap into the quad. Apex ETH with a 2-0 lead. A chase number 6 out of 16. Doesn't have to go all the way to 16 if the scoring possibilities expire for the team on the losing end. This can favor, with a momentary pause, Seth Wang as he waits in the corner and gives himself a chance to catch his breath.
Tavon, fresh legs, getting the crowd riled up, getting that energy building in the arena.
World Chase Tag USA 2021. It's been a long wait since last fall in Atlanta for these athletes to get ready to step onto the floor of competition. Slight delay to the chase system, and the athletes are ready to go. 10 seconds. Nate Weston now steps in for Tempest, with Seth Wang doing the evading for Apex ETH, the 2-0 lead.
Technical malfunctions are slowing us down a bit, but the energy is still alive here. They're still staying focused and ready to go. Gotta keep their legs warmed up and ready to move at any moment's notice.
World Chase Tag, the ultimate spectacle in agility and athleticism. 40 by 40 obstacles of steel and wood, all to be traversed in a 20-second span. You'll see things you have never seen before or thought possible in an athletic competition. Mutual respect, Weston and Wang. Their last names at the end of the alphabet, but they certainly are near the top of their rosters in importance. Weston with a vault over the front line makes his way to the loading bay. Wang loves to use the mountain as a way to buy himself some time and some space over the sisters. Now to the front line. It's a race around the edges. Sheer entropy on the quad right now as Weston doesn't know where Wang's going to go. He's got 5 seconds to get him and too much space to close down. Seth Wang, yet another evasion. Apex ETH running away in match number 1.
Wow, yeah, Seth Wang keeping a good distance away from his opponent. Nate Weston had a little slip up there at 15 seconds just after the ridge right here. Couldn't quite get up and get that speed to keep that maintained. Seth Wang with the evasion.
One small mistake can be the difference between a tag or an evasion, and the path becomes more difficult for Tempest as they continue as the chasers with Tavon McVeigh ready to go. It seems possible, Fernando, to recover from a small mistake, but in 20 seconds, that can be the difference between a tag or an evasion.
And with that mistake, you only have 5, maybe 7 seconds left to get back up and reclaim yourself and go after your tagger.
McVeigh has had to wait some time for his turn. A sincere determination in the eyes of the chaser.
This is unfortunate, but it's all part of the show. We have to live on. We have to adapt to our surroundings and our environment. This is just going to have to be part of the solution.
What we can see when an evader stays on longer, he or she is going to get more tired with just those 25 to 30 seconds between chases. For Wang here, does it change his strategy given that he'll have a little bit more cardiovascular capacity having a long wait between chases?
Absolutely. He's also not using his legs as much running around the quad. He's just standing there waiting for his next match.
The number 1 seed in this field, Apex ETH. 2 teams from the Apex gym in Colorado, Apex ETH, Ethereum, and Apex Doge as well. You may be familiar with Dogecoin, and that's where it comes down to. It's Tempest trying for the upset over the number 1 seed and the defending World Chase Tag USA champions. It's no easy task against a team that not only is the number 1 seed, but has had the quad with them. Team captain Nicodemus Zakari assumes his spot in place of Tavon McVeigh, looking to exhaust the run of Seth Wang, who's done a phenomenal job as the evader for Apex ETH.
Nicodemus having some fun on the course, looking around for his opponent. There it is. There's the evader, Seth Wang in the corner.
One of the most enjoyable parts of watching World Chase Tag is the mutual respect and camaraderie between teams. Certainly in those 20 seconds, there's only one objective, but in the meantime, the between time and the downtime, there's a lot of friendly competition.
Absolutely. A lot of brotherly love here in the parkour community, and we'd like to spread that love wherever we are.
World Chase Tag USA 2021 just underway. Waiting out a clock malfunction between Tempest and Apex ETH. The first of our 4 quarterfinals will also see APK Blue going up against Apex Doge, NVGNF out of Dallas against Empire from New York City. There's Apex Doge waiting in the wings, and Hollywood Freerunners against No Cap. Hollywood Freerunners yet to compete as the teams that had to qualify the non-seeded teams, and Hollywood Freerunners, one of the top 4. In fact, one of their team members just arriving last night from parts unknown on a stuntman shoot. Hollywood Freerunners, they certainly do embody the name. Some of them are professional stuntmen in Hollywood. Fernando, we mentioned how Apex has their time on the quad. Here's a look at what you expect to see in World Chase Tag. 6 players per team. It's best out of 16. Everything's down to 20 seconds, 1-on-1. And the really exciting part is that you come in as the chaser, you make the tag in under 20 seconds, you stay on and give your team the opportunity to score.
That's right. And the way you want to be at is the evader. First legs, fresh legs up. If you win RPS in the very beginning, your choice to get onto the court first, and then you can become the evader, get that first point opportunity. So athletes got to make sure they're getting in between the obstacles, slowing the chaser down, making sure the evader has plenty of opportunity to get eyes on their opponent, to slow things down, have many encounters to make sure they have time to breathe and time to run out the clock.
Match number 1, currently a 3-0 lead through 6 chases for Apex ETH, the defending World Chase Tag USA champions. You talked about your excitement to see Apex Doge. We saw them perform very well in competition on Wednesday. The latter 2 matches, what intrigues you there?
I'm excited because No Cap has Wes Preston transferred over to Hollywood Freerunners, so that's going to be an interesting matchup to see the old teammates raveled up. And NVGNF against the New York team Empire. They squeaked by. I'm looking forward to see if NVGNF can also pass on through to meet on either No Cap or another Jared Ludy meet up with No Cap.
This quad, this course, has lived in Colorado over the last couple of months, hosted by Apex. For teams that do not get out to work out there, they said they did invite everyone out for open workouts, welcomed people to stay there. It lived in Rob Shields' backyard in Colorado. But for teams that don't get out to the quad, what is the preparation like for working at this event?
Ooh, a lot of quick twitch movement, a lot of endurance training. Your explosive movement for only 20 seconds at a time, so you got to make sure you have a really fast turnover, and you got to have quick steps and quick adjustments to your awareness, because you got to put obstacles in between you and opponent. You don't want to have just a sprint round and a roundabout. You got to be quick.
There are 7 different obstacles here as we look at the quad. From the backside here, we've got the mountain, and then over to the right, the tilted cube. Off to your bottom left is the loading bay. Along the front, very simply named the front line. The front right, at the top right of your screen, is the lazy boy, and over on the left side is the ridge. Some of those are transition obstacles, and others give you more EQ, meaning it's harder for the chaser to get to you as the evader.
That's right. The EQ is the evasion quality, the obstacle's amount of cover. So if you can get behind a wall, say like the ridge that has 3 bars that connect to it, the opponent only has to go either through it, around it, or over it. It's a lot of options to go to, and you have the wall of bars. That's a really high EQ area, so you can just make sure you're dodging around Benny Hill style, going around and around.
We've seen Olaf Wood score an evasion for Apex ETH here in the early going. Seth Wang as well. Tell us about Amos Rendao.
Amos Rendao, the team captain of Apex and the owner of Apex School of Movement. He only had a few matches last year at World Chase Tag USA 2020, but he is the team captain and the team manager and the coach for both Apex Ethereum and Apex Doge, doing a lot of work on behind the scenes.
After a long wait, patience pays off for Seth Wang and Nicodemus Zakari, the team captain of Tempest. Amos Rendao waiting as well. Chase number 7 is underway. A well-rested Seth Wang who takes a leap over the sisters and wants to make it a foot race around the front line and to the ridge. So he goes there and waits out Zakari with a slow climb through the ridge, and he makes the tag. The slow play backfires on Wang.
Yeah, there's that Benny Hill I was just talking about on the ridge. There's only a few ways you can go, and Nicodemus captured on it, getting that close technique right through the bars, diving through. Didn't make the first round, but when he went the second time around, nailed him with that right at the waist.
It could be an all-out try to make a move through an obstacle like the ridge or the loading bay, and it pays off for Zakari. First chase of the afternoon for Amos Rendao, the mad scientist of human movement. Here he comes, one of the few north of 30 years old in this competition. It's a young person's game, but he says, I gotcha, and Rendao with the tag for Apex ETH.
Yeah, Nicodemus is at the lazy boy right there, looking at moving on a side to side, juking it, but unfortunately he took the open route, and Amos just got the tag right in the open side. Nicodemus 2 on the side over the sisters. Here's that juke right there, open movement. Amos Rendao with the easy tag. You gotta make sure you look out for all your blind spots.
McVeigh has come to the plate a couple of times, and now he bursts in like a basket of kittens with his energy. He sends Rendao scrambling through the mountain, and now under the ridge to the front line. The gap quickly closing as McVeigh goes to the floor. He's got 9 seconds left to catch Rendao, who tiptoes along the back wall and takes a trip. A hurdle through the mountain, and what a tag by McVeigh! It didn't seem possible, and yet he did it.
Wow, McVeigh is a power athlete with intimidating pressure and a lot of speed. I saw some slips on the quad there, but Amos Rendao was able to go around, slip right through the mountain. Luckily, Tavon right there with a tag. Very close call.
A Pete Rose head-first slide, boring his way under the mountain, and a trip through the Matterhorn is successful for McVeigh. He takes it back over the mountain and toward the loading bay. A bit of a taunt to start as he went in front of Shield, and now brings him over toward the tilted cube. That's a tag! Wow!
Yeah, McVeigh starting out in the center of the quad and just showing off intimidation, trying to just bait Shield out. And unfortunately, he had too close of a call to get to him. Not enough space around. There's that diving reach over the tilted cube. Tag by Rob Shield.
Time is now winding down on Tempest. It's got to be a tag here to give themselves a really good opportunity. Shield remains. Weston enters for Tempest. He leaps his way to the top of the tilted cube and all the way over toward the loading bay. They send it back and forth. Shield saying, come and get me if you can, just dancing under obstacles. 7 seconds left. Time is short on Weston from the corner. This happened to him last time out, and it happens again. An evasion for Shield and a crucial point in chase number 11.
Rob Shield doing a really good job. Benny Hilling back and forth between the tilted cube and the mountain. Side to side, back and forth. Weston with an exaggerated dive out through. Try to make this last second tag. Mere inches away. Thought he had enough time to get enough room to go for the tag. Ran out of time.
Brett Vance, the last chance for Tempest. It's match point here. An evasion for Rob Shield sends Apex ETH, the defending United States champions, onto the semifinals. Oh, he flies through the mountain. Almost never before seen in World Chase Tag. Can he evade for 10 more seconds? A near swipe at the edge of the ridge. He goes back under, just 5 seconds to go. This is for the victory for Apex ETH, and Shield to the top of the sisters and to victory.
Wow, I am so happy I got to see that round. Rob Shield doing his swimming technique through the mountain. I've never seen that before. I've only seen him do that in practice, and that was a phenomenal way to shut out Tempest 5-0 with the last evasion.
We didn't know if we'd see it, but Rob Shield said, if I'm on for 2 or 3 points and I'm starting to get tired, I might pull it out. And with the match on the line, he executes to perfection.
Oh, there it is. Hands on the wood, both left and right side. Normally people are taking the bar side, speed vaulting or speed stepping it, or even underbarring through. It's Rob Shield doing that swimming technique, and it was beautiful to watch. Here on the outside, so much time, so much space, and there it is, green lights for the evasion.
So relative ease in a 5-0 shutout for Apex ETH over Tempest. And it sets up for a potential Apex semifinal pending our next matchup.
Hey, so guys, look, I'm here with the round winners, Apex. Congratulations. So tell us, how was it? How did it feel like 2 evasions? That's not easy. I did this yesterday with you guys, and I could not survive. So tell us the type of preparation that goes into that.
I mean, I was just thinking gun it. That's about it. And also a lot of throwing up throughout the summer.
A lot of throwing up throughout the summer, yeah.
Every time I do cardio, it's always a throw up.
That's awesome. And hey, and tell us, like, to be the captain, be the leader, and understanding that people are gunning for y'all. Y'all the returning champs. So how do you stay humble and still, stay on the grind and just stay focused on the game?
We just do our best to keep our heads down, put on good TV, something entertaining that is also fun for us, and we try to ignore all that other stuff.
There you go, humble champs right here. I'm glad to see it. I can't wait to see what happens in the next few rounds. Mike, back over to you guys.
Well, Fernando, it sounds like for Seth Wang and Apex, vomit your way to victory might have been the name of the game there. They are on, and now it's APK Blue against Apex Doge, the team right off the top that you said really has caught your eye.
I'm looking forward to see Apex Doge, but APK Blue also has 3 members from APK Gray's last season.
Match when we return. By Energize, advancing vitamin-infused frozen hydration for all. And Hall of Fame Village, honoring the past and inspiring the future. back in Akron, Ohio. World Chase Tag USA 2021. One of our semifinals in the books. Apex ETH has moved on to the semis from the quarters. Now it's APK Blue and Apex Doge for quarterfinal number 2, Fernando.
Here we go. Mark Bowles, team captain for APK Blue, formerly from APK Gray, out at first for the evasion.
Devin Zoomtobel on the chasers, played for Apex Doge. Athletes are ready, and off we go. Chase number 1 of this match. A bit of a taunt to start from Bowles as he comes to the ridge. Says, come and get me to the lazy boy. Reversal, of course. His hubris comes back to bite. Zoomtobel the tag. He's caught.
Wow. Mark Bowles doing a little taunting, going straight at his chaser in the beginning, and didn't pay off for him at the end, with Apex Doge, the B team of Colorado, making the tag very successful.
Apex Doge in the gold, the new entrant into World Chase Tag USA this year. Quite successful with a couple of victories to earn their way into this quarterfinal matchup. Zoomtobel with the tag. He stays on as the evader against APK Blue. There's a little bit of traffic at the tilted cube. Who's going where? Everybody's tied up. It's in knots over the sisters. He leaves Paris and Nikki behind and zooms across the front line. Now to the ridge, a leap through. It's unsuccessful. 2 seconds left. Zoomtobel has gotten away just by his shoelaces.
Ooh, Matthew Brother Watchman couldn't quite get the reach around to get that. Oh, Brother Watchman, not knowing where he is in the tilted cube, could not get a handle on Doge.
Apex Doge remaining 1-0 Apex Doge. Athletes ready!
Not a lot of energy burned by Zoomtobel. How will he play this here as he wears down a little bit, and along the back line, it quickly comes to an end. Shorter than a bad first date on that tag.
Ethan Guzman jumping right into the tilted cube, going in for that reaching diving tag. And here we see the lineup for APK Blue. Ethan Guzman, you just saw with that diving tag. Mark Bowles, the new team captain, coming in from APK Gray last year. And Frank Mejia coming in real fast.
Serious face paint on Devin Straley. Takes the ridge and turns toward the front line. They race there and at the lazy boy. It goes aerial. Straley turns around. Another quick tag back to back. Shorter than 10 seconds.
Yeah, there's that lazy boy entry point again. It's not got a lot of cover on there, so it's very easy for the chaser to make that tag. You got to make sure you know where the cover's at, and you got to know where to step.
So really, when an evader goes over there, he's got to be thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead.
Absolutely. This is definitely a chess move in a physical manner.
The man known as Frank Mejia to the chaser's plate, with Straley awaiting his arrival. He vaults like Katie Najat through the mountain and under the ridge to the front line. It's closing in. Frank dives through the lazy boy. He gets caught up, and that may cost him. Back behind the mountain, Mejia goes low. He dives. He secures the tag. All out from Mejia.
Frank Mejia, the scramble power athlete, is so fast on all fours. Even if he misses 1 tag, 2 tags, he will still reach out and get that final tag.
Perseverance from Mejia as he rebounds for the tag. Santos Terrones comes in for Apex Doge, the 1-0 lead over APK Blue. They have the chance to score here with the evasion. Mejia trying to reverse course, turned away by the sisters. We've all been denied like that before.
All right, here we have the lineup for Apex Doge, the only new team making into these finals for today. We have Devin Strahill doing a pretty good job. Max Hummel making his way up the course, and Daniel Muralejo.
And Apex Doge in the gold has had the notable advantage being in Colorado to practice on this quad more than just about any other team. A stumble out of the gates. Wolf works his way through the loading bay. Terrones over the sisters. Now 9 seconds as the gap is closed. He kongs his way up on top of the sisters. 5 seconds left. A last-ditch effort, and he's under the mountain and away for the evasion.
There it is. There's the smart tactics of Doge character. Santos Terrones making sure he's not getting caught up on that lazy boy entry point. Here we've seen that instant replay. Pulls his way back, jukes around to the left side where the sisters are, and Eric Wolf could not make that tag.
Fernando, one of the tactics we've seen from this Doge squad especially, patience, just waiting for the chaser to arrive and making the next move.
That's right, usually making mistakes leads into your win.
Guzman crawls like Diddy Kong into the quad, and they go over the sisters. Quickly it gets close to the ridge, and simply the tank ran empty for Terrones as he suffers from the notable disadvantage of being tagged.
Yeah, Santos was trailing right there, but APK really need to score right now, so it's on Ethan Guzman to make that happen.
Pressure is on APK Blue. Max Boyce in pursuit of Ethan Guzman, who starts at the ridge. High EQ area, he invites Boyce through, and he gets the tag under 4 seconds.
No.
Boyce shot out of a cannon.
Wow, that was the fastest tag ever. 3.7 spike. That was so insane. Ethan Guzman staring like a deer in the headlights, did not know where to go, froze up, and just was way too close to his chaser.
Boyce like a kangaroo across the plains as he leaped through to make the tag. The chance to make it a 3-0 lead for Apex Doge. It's a very slow pursuit to begin, and already at 10 seconds, it's hardly been close. He takes a dangerous trip across the front of the mountain. Everest can be that way. Now back to the ridge where he'll wait, just 4 seconds left. That reach may have been it as he goes behind the mountain, and Boyce with an evasion for Apex Doge.
Oh, Jesse Harrison being a little too careful, waiting for that perfect moment, and could not get the tag on Max Boyce. Sometimes you have to make the initiative and first react to it, not think about waiting for that perfect moment.
It can be up to the chaser to put the pressure on. Boyce evasive enough to get the job done. So now as he gets tired, he goes up the mountain, and what was he thinking there? He brought himself right into danger, and that was over in the blink of an eye.
Wow, I was not even ready for that. Frank Mejia did like a 3 to 4 second tag. That was insane. Let's watch that again on instant replay. From the starting plate, immediately under the front line, sees that Boyce is going up to the top of the mountain, immediately reaches up, gets that ankle tag, really easy.
File that under things not to repeat again on your next evasion. It's Max Hummel with Mejia still trying to get APK Blue on the board. 3-0 in chase 12, 20 seconds to get his team their first point. He goes under the front line, takes a turn at the lazy boy, under the sisters again. He's just crawling like a baby in a collision as they get tripped up. And the tag from Hummel.
Ooh, Mejia doing his scrambling all the way under the sisters. Unfortunately took a wrong turn, and Max Hummel was able to capitalize on that turn, with Mejia not keeping his eyes on his opponent. Mejia taking that scrambling around, Max Hummel going that strip, and got face to cap on that one.
We're 1 point away from an all cryptocurrency semifinal. Apex ETH has already moved on. Match point, Apex Doge. A swipe under the mountain, another quick tag as that opportunity got erased in just the simple beat of a heart.
Very fast from Ethan Guzman, using the bars to pull his body under the bar and still able to reach out and make that successful tag to keeping him alive at this tournament.
In World Chase Tag, you can only score by making an evasion. So Guzman stays on, but he has to score here again, still facing match point for APK Blue. Danny Marmolejo launches as he goes over to the ridge, invites him into the tilted cube and under the mountain. That creates some separation. Midway through the chase, Marmolejo gets caught up at the loading bay. Now at the lazy boy, we've seen a couple of tags there. It's back to the ridge, 16 seconds in. Did he get him on the heel? And yes, he did. The officials say so as well. And match point, Apex Doge. They move on to the semifinals. An all Colorado matchup. It'll be Apex ETH and Apex Doge.
Wow. Ethan Guzman doing a really tremendous job on that one. Looking like smart plays out there. It just, Apex had a little bit of more smarter plays.
Learning from the best, Apex Doge, the B team out of the Apex Gym in Colorado, and with the defending USA champions helping guide their course. The new entrant into the field also deals a shutout. Clean sheets both. Apex ETH winners 5-0, and Apex Doge wins 3-0.
Danny, hey, listen. So first of all, congratulations. I see the excitement. I love it. Hey, so what did it feel like first to get out Mark Bowles? I mean, he's a competitor, and we know he can go triple back to back to back. So what did it feel like to get him out first?
Man, to be honest, we've been training really hard. We've been planning our runs, planning the things we want to do.
Yeah.
It just came down to strategy. Know what was the best athlete that could go against him, and just play the odds.
Strategic planning, I guess something with Apex in your name, right? Yeah. So what if, I'm the host. So what if you get a chance to go against Apex versus Apex? What would that feel like to compete for it all?
That's the dream. That's what we're here to do, and we're on our way to do so.
I love the excitement, man. Keep it up, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! Woo!
Here we go.
Woo!
It came down to just the last couple of seconds on a double match point for Apex Doge. They'll take on Apex ETH in the semifinals. 2 of the 4 semifinalists have been decided. Elon Musk, take notice, we suppose. We're coming back to Akron next.